The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Buenos días.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Ah, bien, bien. Bienvenidos a Jade EXD.
Jade.
Jade. Yes. Lo siento.
It's actually Y
Oh, yeah, Y-Y-D.
No, not Y. Just Y-D.
Oh!
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what if your name was Y-D? That would be so black.
No, it would. Because, you know, niggas love a Latino name.
Yeah, like Fernando.
Yeah.
I know a black Fernando from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah. Or like something like fake Italian, like Lorenzo.
Yes.
Yeah. Alonzo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes Carlos.
Yes.
I know
There's
a
always a
couple black
Carloses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, my nigga Carlos.
What's his last name?
Jenkins. Yeah. Yeah. Or Washington.
Smith.
Yeah.
Robinson.
Word. Anyway, welcome to the show. How was your week?
It was good. We had Labor Day, which we'll save.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, I could tell my Labor Day story.
yeah, I have a few of those.
Well, it's actually... Do I have a Labor Day? It's related.
And then my husband and I went to the Kanye show last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like my 9th or 10th time seeing Kanye.
Yeah.
I've literally seen Kanye in every form of his career. The only tour I didn't see was the Yeezus tour.
Okay.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
It was so good.
How was that floating stage thing?
It was dope. It was dope. It was dope for the people on the floor because I know my coworker is going in LA and she was talking about she had general admission for the floor. So she was like, I need to get there early so I can, get up closest to the front. And it's, like you said, it's a floating stage and it goes back and forth across the entire floor over the crowd.
So I can see, like, there's a stage above my head. Above
your head is scary. His only set was this floating stage and lights. That's it. And it was dope. I will not discredit Kanye when it comes to him putting on a show because he entertains me every time. He always has a different dynamic, but it's always very captivating. I can't take that away from him. He puts on an amazing show, and now he's got such an extensive catalog that it makes it even more enjoyable.
Yeah.
So I had a couple realizations while I was there, though. I'm old.
Yeah.
There's Kanye has an entire new set of fans, like a whole new generation of fans.
Yeah. People who watch E.
Well, you.
Well, I told you I'm not necessarily the biggest Kanye fan, so.
No, you're not. But my husband actually is not a huge Kanye fan. Like, he enjoys him, but he's not a huge Kanye fan, and he thoroughly enjoyed himself. He's also not a huge concert goer.
Yeah.
But he had a really, really good time. We danced. We had a genuinely good time. So, I'm old. I'm of a different Kanye generation of fans, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, like spaceship Kanye.
Yes. So when he did things off of College Dropout, Late Registration, and even Graduation, those were the things that I got the most hype about. Obviously, I enjoy 808s and Heartbreak, so I would sing along with that. I enjoy Life of Pablo, even certain tracks off Yeezus. A Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy obviously is a great album. So all of those things I thoroughly enjoyed, but when it came to those like first three, hype boots.
Yeah.
We had a 55-year-old African cab driver in our row. He on a Blazer. I know he has a cab. I'm very sure that the first and last letter of his license plate are T and C. And I was trying to figure out what he was doing there. Like, it was very random, but it was so funny. And then, of course, like, people are holding their hands in the air and doing iPhone, amen hands and all of that when the joint with Kelly Price.
Oh yeah, Ultralight Beam.
Ultralight Beam. When Ultralight Beam came on, everybody's automatically at church, and I'm all into it. And then all of a sudden, I stopped. I said, "You white people are not saved. You ain't never been to church before." And I said it loud because the girl next to me bust out laughing and then told her date, like, she said, "White people ain't never been to church. They not saved." I said, well, they're not. Like, what? I was like, y'all better stop fake testifying. That is blasphemous. So, no, it was a good time though. How was your week?
My week was cool. Been hitting the gym.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Every time I call you, like, I'm leaving work. I'm about to go to the gym.
Yeah, I'm going to the gym.
Do it.
Because I like, this journey to becoming like a bad bitch is like really, really like painstaking and exhausting. But I'm steady for the course. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna get to the point?
Yes, I'm going to be an Instagram thought and sell bad bitch tea. Yes, I am.
Oh, you gonna wear fashion over?
Yes, I am.
Some ripped jeans that fit you well?
Me, Karrueche, and Cardi B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That will be me. No, I really just want to get in shape. Like,
You gonna get a makeup artist that you have, like, travel around with you every day?
Janira, but,
Hey, girl.
Yeah. But no, the reason why I really wanted to go back to the gym is, because I'm trying to be TV ready or whatever. But I also said to myself that I want to run the New York City Marathon one day.
Do that.
Yeah.
I will come out and support you.
Yeah. I don't know when I want to do it before 35.
You know what?
Yeah.
I will run it with you.
Ah! I'm going to hold you to that.
And
because this is going to be on the internet, and the things on the internet live forever.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So, if Jesus doesn't come back before this happens, you're going to have to do it with me.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll do it with you.
And clearly it's going to take like 2 years of training because shit. But yeah, that's like a real legit ass goal.
I bought my first pair of sneakers that I bought in a long time the other day.
Yeah.
And I said, so me and my husband were walking to the parade, and my feet started killing me.
Damn, bitch, my feet hurt. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Like, it was bad. Like, I'd gotten, I think, probably to about 3/4 of a mile, and I said, I will not be able to do this for the rest of the day. Mm. This sneaker is pinching my pinky toe, and I cannot figure out why.
Yeah.
So I was like, we got to stop at Foot Locker. I got to buy some shoes. He was like, well, what do you want to get? And I said, whatever's on sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have never uttered those words a day in my life.
That's super adult.
Especially as it pertains to...
like sneakers.
To sneakers. Like, yeah. I used to have sneakers. Like, yeah. I have not thrown away, but given away about 3 garbage bags of sneakers in the last 8 years.
Yeah.
So, no, actually, in probably the last 6. I used to wear a lot of sneakers, and then I just decided one day, like, I was going to wear Vans and Converse. Well, I've been wearing Converse, but Vans and Converse, and
they're more economical, and they go with more stuff.
I can wear it with a dress.
Yeah.
But I bought those sneakers you got.
The Nike Roshis, or Roche.
Yeah, I bought the all black ones.
Yeah, they're super comfortable, right?
I wore them today with a dress.
Yeah, they're amazingly comfortable.
They are very
They're like low-key orthopedic, but they don't look orthopedic. So,
they look like fake Yeezys.
Yeah, they do. And I'm like, I want them in every color. So if the audience is listening, we don't ask you for money, but if you would like to buy Jade and I Nike Roches,
don't buy me no sneakers.
Well, you could buy XD. I love them, but I didn't do it. Oh, it was Labor Day weekend. I legit stayed in my house all weekend and rested like the dew in the morning. Let me tell you, outside of when we took Noah to the park, and then, I have a story.
Okay.
And I never have a story. So, we talk about our friend Brandon on the show all the time, but Brandon and I decided to go to this restaurant called Criff Dog at midnight. Criff Dog is this hipster spot that there's 2 locations, one in Brooklyn and one in Manhattan somewhere. So Brandon and I always want to go like in the middle of the night because it's kind of lit. And they kind of hook you up more late at night. Mm. So like they have this munchie bar, like they have these combos. And it's like, you don't ever know what they give you in these combos. But, later on, the more high they are, because they all smoke dank. And they give you more shit because they're high. And, like, people tip them, like, weed instead of, like, money and stuff. It's pretty cool. Like, there's definitely been, like, dime bags in, like, in the tip jar. Which is kind of lit. Because they are all stoners. So on Saturday night going into Sunday, Brandon and I were like, let's go to Criff Dog. And on the way, we'll capture content. Whatever.
They take selfies in the street.
Whatever. If you go on my Instagram, you will see that they are more than just selfies.
Speaking of which, so you were completely channeling your Loretta Devine this weekend, huh?
Wow.
All on your Alfred Woodard.
Wow. But this is part of the story.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I felt really bad about it.
Oh.
Because white people make you... Anyway. So, we go inside, and it's like... popping, right? Things are afoot at the Criff Dog at 12:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So, and it's a bunch of drunk white people, which is the worst kind of white person ever. Oh, God. We should have a whole segment on that. But anyway, order my food, and I go sit down at this, like, on a bar stool, waiting. There's, like, a little counter space there. I'm waiting, minding my own black business. So I see this guy walk in, and he looks like he's, like, on a bean or something, or drunk, but, everybody in there seems to be drunk or high, so whatever. So he's over there, like, we're maybe, like, 10 feet away from one another, like, he's ordering his food, still minding my business. I'm, like, looking out the window, talking to Brandon to my right, and, like, all of a sudden, he comes up to me and taps me on my knee with his fist twice. He's like, so my knee is like this, and he goes like that, and he was like, so, what's your name? So, I didn't know how to react. Like, I was like, A, did this nigga just touch me? And B, like... where did he come from? Like, whoa.
Hey.
Yeah. So, like, I just lift my hand. It was just like the stop sign, like, whoa. Yeah. And so, for whatever reason, all eyes were on this scenario. Like, everybody in the spot were just looking. And I was like, whoa. And he was just like, what do you mean? I just want to know your name. Like, I'm just trying to get to know you. I was like, you don't need to know my name. You don't need to touch me. And he was like, well, why are you being so rude? I'm like, I'm not. So you can go over there and leave me alone. So he comes up close. He's like, that's right, man. You stay over here and be a dickwad. So I was like, don't get fucked up and go back over there. So he's like, and still like staring me down. And I turned to Brandon and I'm like, did I do something wrong? like I was minding my business. And of course, so I'm instantly annoyed. Just like, there's just just, God, go away. And so then he goes to try and talk to, like, these other people, like, putting his hands on them, and they're like, whoa, bro, like, everybody calm down, like, you don't need to touch me.
Right.
At the same time this is all happening, there's these group of girls. It is very much like a bunch of girls who, like, probably all work at BuzzFeed and, like, own cats.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and, like, used to watch Buffy.
Yes, exactly.
And are in love with, like, Donald Glover.
In Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, well, they're probably not that. Yeah, they watch it on Hulu. So
Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, because they watch those reruns now.
Yes.
So these two gays come, and their white girlfriend who looks like Grace from Grace Under Fire. So
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'. The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
they go, and they're like, the one gay was like, oh my God, can we sit down next to you guys? And the girls were like, sure, yeah, why not? And so, like, the girls make a joke about men, and of course, the obnoxious gay is like, oh my God, me too, and I'm gay, blah, 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 blah. And they're just like, tee-hee-hee, whatever. And he, like, tries to hug them, and, like, one of the girls is like, I'm surprised it wasn't the black girl who was there. It was the Filipino girl that was there. And she's Filipino because she identified herself as that. So she was like, whoa, like, bro, I don't know you like that. And she was like, honey, I'm gay. It's fine. Which goes into my rant after this. But she was like, that's cool. I didn't ask if you were gay or not. I just asked you not to touch me. Like, not everybody is comfortable with having others touch them, gay or sexuality or not. So he was like, oh girl, I'm sorry, like, can I just take your hand or whatever? So she was like, I guess, whatever. So he, like, takes her hand and, like, kisses it, and she was just like, whatever. Like, she had, when I tell you, she had, like, the industrial bottle of Purell, like, whipped out of her bag, and I was like, good. So the other gay friend comes up to me. So I had on the poncho that you said I looked like Alfred Woodard in. Mm-hmm. Probably from Holiday Heart.
You had on your flats.
Yeah.
Because you don't wear heels to the function.
No, not at all. I'm too tall.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and this guy, like, comes up to me and puts his hand on my back and is like, oh my God, hey, this is a beautiful poncho you're wearing. Like, did you get it from my country? Number one, why are you touching me?
What is going on
why
in the
are you touching me? Two, what? I'm like, well, no, thank you, but what country are you from? He was like, well, I'm from Colombia, and this is like Colombian design. Did you get it from there? So two things had to happen. One, I'm very annoyed at the fact that this man keeps touching me, and I keep trying to, like, turn my back so you can stop touching me, and, like, go, like, shoo him away. Like, it's okay, hey, don't. And then I'm also annoyed that I'm going to have to tell him that I got this for $20 at Forever 21, and that I'm wearing something that's appropriating your culture. So therefore, I am no different like most of these people that are sitting here in this fucking Crip Dog. So I say to him,
because the best scarf I own comes from H&M.
Yeah. So So I say to him, like, no, I've never been to Colombia. You know, I hope it's really nice. I hear it's great. He was like, yeah, it's a beautiful country. I was like, yeah. And he was like, so you didn't get it from there? I'm like, no, I didn't. But I'm glad to know it's you know, Colombia design. He was like, yeah, I just want to let you know it's beautiful. I was like, okay, thanks.
I just want to let you know that fantastic necklace you have on from Rainbows.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Like, how could I fix myself to tell him, like, oh, bro, I'm totally appropriating your culture? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you handled it well.
Yeah. But again, I was just so fucking annoyed, like, oh, God.
That was a lot that happened.
Yeah, and this all happened in the span of, like, 15 minutes. And then my food was whack. Like, I was just so annoyed. But yeah, that was my weekend.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Oh, and I celebrated Beyonce's birthday. Shout out to B Legion, who asked me to do a video for Beyonce.
Nice.
So it was like a mashup of me, DeRay, Netta, the cast of Blackish, Kingsley, a bunch of other people who are pretty cool and famous that I'm not, like any near close to being famous as them. But yeah, and they sent it to Beyonce, so she saw it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beyonce looked at your face.
Yeah, and so like it was cool because I was wearing my concert merch. Yeah, you know that bitch when you cause all that conversation. Yeah, I was wearing it. So yeah,
dope.
That
That's
was
dope.
my weekend.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
Well, you can shop our sponsors, Warby Parker, Audible, and Target, and Uber.
Yeah.
And you can listen to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, the Stitcher Network, and Podomatic.
Yeah. All that.
All right, so let's get into something, I guess.
You know what? Every week we do this. Like, our intros are like 20 minutes long.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Because it's more interesting than the actual show.
So everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump up now. Start to wave, start to wave, start to wave up now. Start to wine, start to wine, start to wine up now because it's Carnival.
So, Labor Day was this past weekend. It's a really big holiday in New York. It's West Indian Day weekend. West Indian weekend here in Brooklyn. It's nothing but parties and fetes and bashments and
Yes.
ting. There was a tragedy though.
Two.
Two people were killed during one of the events. Juve. If you aren't familiar with what Juve is a nighttime event that happens every year. It's really not like on like a schedule thing. It's kind of like it's a spiritual event actually. And it happens at night, and it's really like it's not to be a violent thing at all. Like, it's not meant to be. Like, people take this out of the way to, like, go and kill people. Okay.
Oh. So you know
Yeah.
my husband is Trinidadian.
Yeah.
And he's sitting here.
Yeah.
So
School us, bro.
tell us what Juve is.
What's up, world? Nah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, Juve is a pre-celebration, I guess, event that happens in the early morning to like the late morning. And what happens is that during this celebration, people like to dress up as jobs. Now, jobs is kind of like, it's a party devil. So people dress up as a job. You know, they throw oil on each other, powder, a bunch of other different things. For what reason, I don't really know. I can't even tell you why they throw the powder.
Yeah.
But like, it's just a time to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that people are taking this time to hurt people. And that really ruins it for me, man. Because back in Trinidad, that sort of thing never happens. Like, people are not dying over Juve. It's not a life or death situation when you go party for Juve in Trinidad. Like, it's a fun time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then later on that day is the parade.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't been to the parade in years, maybe like 5 or 6 years. But I went out there this past Labor Day, and I brought Jay with me.
Yeah.
Took Noah with us for the first time, and we had a really good time.
We did.
Like,
Yeah.
Nothing. There was no craziness. Like, it was a good time.
It didn't sound like anything was happening at the parade.
We were out there about 4 hours. We got food multiple times. We got a pineapple filled with a tropical medley of juices formed into a slushy.
Yeah.
Jerk chicken. We had curry goat. We watched the costumes. Noah danced a little bit. She waved her Trinidadian flag. She, sat in her stroller and just watched. We just hung out, really. And apparently, a block down maybe, at Franklin, right after we left, there was some sort of stampede. I don't know what happened, but our homeboy Sid told us that there was a stampede down there when he went to go meet his daughter, which, by the way, his daughter Shayna ironically listens to the show.
Hey, what up?
So does Shayna's mom, Sharnita, and her sister as well. And Shayna and her boyfriend TJ got engaged recently.
Yes.
So congratulations to them.
Is he black?
Yeah.
Whew, okay. I mean, I wanted to assume that, but
Yes.
Okay.
Sid is black.
Yeah, I
His
know.
children are black.
Yeah, I know,
Beautiful
but
children. They're
sometimes you just don't know.
No, but I will say, and Shayna girl, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. So, TJ is the son of a police officer.
Oh.
So when I first met them, he told us that his dad was a cop. And
That's some odd information to volunteer.
I was like, oh, I don't know. It was in the conversation, but it didn't just it wasn't like my dad's a cop and the table got silent. It wasn't like that.
Okay.
But he did in some form of the conversation. He it was mentioned that his father was a cop, and I stopped. And this is actually pre this whole cluster of foolishness that's been happening since Sean Bell. This is after Sean Bell, clearly, but this is before, like Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin. I feel like, no, maybe it was after Trayvon Martin, but whatever. Said his dad was a cop. So I was like, all right. Okay. And I didn't hide that that it was kind of a thing or whatever the case, but he was able to really speak about his father in a positive light, and he was a really nice guy. I remember him being a really nice guy, so definitely congratulations to them. I'm very happy for them. I think that's very awesome. They're a young couple, but they've been together for some years now, and they make a very cute little couple. Very, very much so.
Awesome.
Goals! #goals!
Yeah.
So.
Right.
So yeah, congratulations to them. But yeah, so there was some sort of stampede. I don't know what happened. But then, as we mentioned, the two tragedies at Juve. You have the young man from Trinidad who was 17 years old.
Oof.
And
the young woman.
He had only been here for 4 years. And his mother asked him not to go to Juve, and he went, and he was shot. And then you have the young lady, which this story really stands out. She was at Juve this was around 4:30 in the morning, and she's having a good time with her friends. And apparently, a guy tried to grind up on her. And she told him to get off of her.
Mm-hmm.
And he shot her in her eye.
Mm-hmm.
That, we've spoken about catcalling, and, you know, it's a thing. It should never get to that point. It should never get to a point of violence when a person demands that you respect their personal space.
Yeah.
And the fact that it got there is a problem. So apparently this young man is 20 years old. He was very drunk. Told two of his friends that he may have shot somebody on the parkway. And they're actually the ones who turned him in, from my understanding.
Good.
But he was drunk, and he drove on 3 wheels, lost one of his tires, busted one of his tires. Apparently, that he had a bloody hand with a flag around it. Like, he was clearly an awful person.
The young people,
So you brought it up earlier about drunk people in public.
Yeah.
Like, that leads me to that. I mean, rest in peace to the victims.
Yeah.
All of the condolences to their families. You know, we definitely want to acknowledge that.
Mm-hmm.
But on the note of being intoxicated,
the worst
kind of human alive. When we left the Kanye show last night, we walked down the stairs instead of taking the escalators down, because anybody who's been to the Garden knows that getting out of there is a nightmare.
It's the worst shit ever.
So we
I went to a damn WNBA game. You know, nobody goes to those, and it was a problem to get out of there.
Like, it is a problem to get out of the Garden. It's a fire hazard, really.
Honestly.
So this dude is like, he is drunk out of his mind and is stumbling down the stairs. His girlfriend has to hold him up. She's not very big at all. She has to hold him up the entire time down the stairs.
Are these white people?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He wasn't.
And for the record, the people that were the assailants at the Juve, they were not white. They were actually black.
They were black. Now this is leading me to the point about being
talking
drunk.
About,
period.
Got you.
Period. Although you have repeat offenders.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why do you let yourself get to the point where you can't control your actions?
You can't even walk.
You can't even walk. Why do you let yourself get to that point? I have gotten to the point where I know when my buzz hits, and and then I won't drink anymore. And I'll drink some water, and I'll eat some food, and I'll enjoy that buzz. And then if it starts to go away a little bit, then I'll drink a little bit more. But I never get to the point where I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all got to stop getting to the point. It's not cute.
At all.
It's not flattering. It's not funny. It's not at all cute when you get to the point where you don't know what you're doing. And this dude had the nerve to say that he brought a gun to Juve but didn't know that it was loaded. So you pull a gun out of a girl when she tells you to get off of her, when she tells you to respect her personal bubble. You pull a gun out on her that you claim is not loaded or you didn't know was loaded. You point it at this girl's eye and you shoot this girl in the eye.
Yes,
all because she doesn't want your ashy ass touching her.
Niggas are awful, B. And since when did guns become like accessories? Like
for a long time now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, John Singleton movies have been out since the very early 90s.
You know, you're actually right.
And that's just a depiction.
Yeah.
You know, the Wild Wild West. Hello.
Yeah.
Guns have been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
But guns don't belong at Juve, and they don't belong at any celebration, and they especially don't belong in your fingers for you to take the power to take somebody's life away.
Especially if they don't want to dance with you, nigga.
Because
damn.
they don't want you touching them. So I hope he gets everything that he deserves. They do have him in custody.
Good.
He pulled up at 6:30 in a 745. As he waving shorty high, you know he showing his bling out. She got in the car, he drove, he pulled his thing out. His girl called feeling she mad, she threw the ring out. How she found out, she dreamt the whole thing out. Y'all be going through problems, you gotta work the kinks out. When you go to sleep, what do you think about? If y'all get a divorce, she gon' take everything except the kitchen sink out.
Because I blame Kanye for everything. So Kanye West's fashion show was this week.
Yep. Technically today.
Yeah.
I watched it at work.
Yeah. How'd you feel about it?
First, okay, all right. So I don't know. Some of you might be upset, but hit dogs holler.
Oh, you're gonna Uncle Ruckus this. But that's
No,
fine.
not at all.
Okay.
I'm not gonna Uncle Ruckus it, but and you all know how I feel about new Kanye. Like, he's not my favorite person. But I give him his accolades where they're deserved.
Yeah.
But I'm not really here for new Kanye.
Yeah.
I'm going to defend him in right here though. I'm going to. Because people were
defend is a strong word.
Oh, you think I'm Justin Timberlake in this situation?
I didn't say those words either. I'm just saying the word defend is a strong word.
Well, I'm going to have to.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it is.
Okay, that's you. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm open.
Kanye hosted a casting this past weekend, Labor Day weekend, for the models for the fashion show that took place today.
Mm-hmm.
And he specifically put on the criteria that he wanted models of multiracial backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Or multi-ethnic backgrounds.
Multiracial.
It was multiracial. I get it. The word itself, multiracial, is problematic. However, that does not mean that he is getting ready to exclude black women. My understanding when I first heard it, before I even saw the fashion show, I was like, it just sounds like he don't want no glue stick supplying. Like, you ain't got no kind of background. You just like 100% Swedish or something. I don't know. Like, that's what my understanding was. It sounded like he didn't want anybody who was lily white and, didn't know where their background was. So you can have a girl of Eritrean and Nigerian descent who goes and, I was about to use the word apply. You know what I mean, though. Who goes to the casting auditions, who goes to audition for, to be one of the models in the show, and she's of multiracial background. She's of a multicultural background. So that doesn't mean automatically that he's getting ready to exclude black women. And this goes back to my point where I've said before that sometimes I feel like sometimes we just try to find a reason to be upset, and there's not always a reason to be upset. Sometimes it's not an attack on you. You know what I'm saying? You could have Tanisha from the Bronx who goes to the casting because her family is Trinidadian and Jamaican. That's like two different cultures right there. And that doesn't mean she's not going to get picked. You know what I'm saying? So stop thinking everything is a personal attack on you and wait and see what people are going to do. Now, then if you want to point your finger, because he says, I want to make sure that I want to have only white models. Okay, all right, well then, skirt, I get it. But he was going for a particular thing. And if you watch the fashion show, it is women of all colors. Some very dark and some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, wait a second before you want to jump up and get upset about everything, because sometimes it's not what you were thinking, and then you gotta eat your words.
Okay.
So.
That was very well said.
Thank you. But the fashion show itself, the girl who kicked off her shoes is my sister.
It's me, actually. It was me.
He was like, this hurts, because there were some of them out there walking like Mr. Tumnus from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yeah,
like they had walked 40 years in the desert.
Yeah, or it was their very first time coming out of the womb.
Yeah.
So there were definitely models who walked like that. And this girl said, you know what? Damn these shoes. And kicked them off.
She kicked them off like Patti LaBelle.
And got off the runway?
Yeah. She said, I motherfucking quit. Suck my dick.
I didn't understand the girls.
I don't understand Yeezy season.
None of us understand Yeezy season.
Yeah.
I never defended Yeezy season. Let's be clear.
Okay.
Like, I don't like my boss. We were all watching it. My boss was like, "Is this like? Is he debuting like bathing suits or?"
I don't really. Yeah, because it's supposed to be when you in fall. It's usually spring, summer of the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. First of all, it was hot as fuck today.
It was hot. It was humid.
It was humid as shit, and he had all these colored people out in the lawn somewhere in
Randall's
Midtown.
Island.
In Randall's Island, that's where it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Just somewhere in random ass New York City.
Like the middle of like the water.
Yeah. Just hot.
And you know,
So,
water, you're surrounding water.
Like Chanel Iman looked pissed.
Listen.
As I would have been too, because she had on the most damn clothes, which is so weird because she has an amazing body.
Okay.
She does.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a model.
She's a model.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Kanye. I don't really care about Kanye. But I do agree with your point in the fact that maybe we should be a little less reactive. Process things a little bit more. Let things gel, set in, before we have a response.
Remember when I told you all... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
And I know that we have writer friends. And I know that that's how they make a living because they want quick, fast reactions. And that's what gets hits and views. And that's how you make money and yada, yada, yada. Because people are looking for words that they can't put in their own. However, over the years, I have seen people evolve in their writings and how they've said, including myself. And I've had to realize, like, pull away from certain things or not even say things publicly until I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't have an opinion. Let me sit this out because I hate having to eat my words. And I don't want to look stupid. And I lose credibility in this whole black media sphere if I just keep throwing my initial reactions at you and then be like, oh, well, I didn't mean it that way. And then, like, and if you realize people do mental gymnastics to prove that they weren't wrong, and I'm just like, no, you're wrong.
All that backpedaling.
Oh, yeah, backpedaling. People won't consider it backpedaling, but it's backpedaling. Well, but this point here, no, girl.
No, you're just trying to make it fit.
So, I get what I'll agree with you there in the sense of, like, maybe we should not be so reactive as a community. I know the internet makes it really difficult for us not to do so, but we should try. And I mean, it's difficult for us too, right? Like, we have a weekly show about pop culture. Like, we have to have some sort of reaction. That's what people listen to us for. But thankfully, it's only weekly, so we have a time to process some shit. But
I mean, the first time I heard it...
Because I, like, don't get me wrong, and I read this shit that Kanye posted, I was like, like, that was my initial, I was like, I don't know where you're going with this.
Right. So, when I first heard it, we were in our meeting at work, and they brought it up. And I heard about the casting, but I didn't really pay it any attention. But when I heard the specifics of it, of course, the word itself, I said, is problematic. So, you know, it kind of, like, hit me like, wait, what? And I made a face. Spike caught me making a face, and he was like, I want to hear your point on it. What do you think about it? Like, what do you think about this? And I could have easily jumped up in that moment and been like, you know, because I'm a very black woman on the inside.
Yeah.
Because I saw your face. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
So, on the inside of it, so he knows I'm gonna defend black people at all costs.
Yeah.
But I actually, in that moment, I stopped and I said, you know what? I said, I don't really know what his direction is. I was like, but he's a creative. This is his show. He has every right to put who he wants in the show. And I don't necessarily take multiracial and multicultural as necessarily saying I want to exclude black people. One of his latest shows featured predominantly black models on purpose.
And if he had all white models, it's okay. The clothes are fucking ugly, but whatever.
True.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not gonna jump up and make assumptions. I was like, because I don't really know where he's going yet with this. I was like, but I don't think it's the direction that people are automatically assuming.
Yeah.
And that was my original thought on it. So when I saw what it was today, I was like, see, people wanted to get mad, and look, it's women of literally all backgrounds and all skin tones and all complexions. And y'all was just out here just being upset for no reason. You just got your blood pressure raised for no reason. You could say the show is a bad show if you don't like it or you didn't care for it, but that you were wrong ultimately.
So, speaking of Kanye West, Kanye and Drake are coming out with the collabo album. What is with collaboration albums? Like, what? Why? You know, like, I don't. I'm
not mad at them, only because I enjoyed Watch the Throne. It's not something that I go back and listen to repeatedly, but like I enjoyed it, and I will from time to time go back and listen to.
I'm giving you a little Uzi Bear face, like.
You look constipated first.
So does little Uzi Bear.
So I enjoyed Watch the Throne. You yourself, Screwface, enjoyed What a Time to Be Alive. So
I
relax.
enjoyed Future's album featuring Drake.
Don't be a hater all your life.
I'm not being a hater. That's just what it was. And I even went as so far as to download the album where they done muted Drake's parts out of the damn.
That is like super hater move.
Okay.
That is super hater move.
Well, call me Hate Parker. Anyway, no, like all of this shit is awful. Like I don't need the Lil Wayne and Titty Boy album.
I didn't need that.
Yeah, like.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
I'm enrolling in Medicare soon, and it had me a little confused. Then I found myhealthpolicy.com. With myhealthpolicy.com, I could go online and compare Medicare Advantage plans from some top-rated national insurers, including $0 monthly premium plans. I could learn about plans in my area and talk with a licensed insurance agent if needed. myhealthpolicy.com has made doing my research a whole lot easier.
My choice, my Medicare, myhealthpolicy.com.
None of us needed that.
I didn't need Collie Grove.
Like, it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't.
But we didn't need it.
Well, I just really, honestly, in
It was a little
2016,
random.
I don't need any more Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest,
Yeah.
I'm totally cool. I'm honestly perfectly fine with omitting Lil Wayne from my current discography. Not his former works, but
Up until
going.
the Carter 3, I'm solid and like yes.
Now he had a couple Khaled joints that might have I think after Carter 3, yeah. He had a couple like Khaled joints that were okay. 6 foot, 7 foot.
That's Carter 3 though.
Was it?
Yeah.
I never listened to Lil Wayne.
That's fair.
That's real.
Yeah.
I used to listen to Lil Wayne mixtapes.
Yeah.
Dedication
I feel like
to...
or what was We Like Her when they had like if I could fuck all girls in the world.
Oh, I don't remember which one that was.
It was like a Young Money album.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, collaboration albums, I just don't need. Like, I don't even want them from, like, R&B artists. Like, I don't
want them from R&B artists.
Like, I don't need.
I know, we definitely
We
never,
we
ever
didn't
needed-
even really need Watch the Throne. It just kind of happened, and we were just like, all right. Because when you first heard Ham,
I didn't have any problem with him.
when you first heard Ham, what was your reaction?
I don't remember not
Talk to your
liking-
husband.
Oh.
Oh, him? I like him. Like,
Did you?
Sean is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Huh. Because when I first heard Ham, I was like, this is a lot. Like, I didn't...
The only thing I gotta say about Watch the Throne,
Yeah.
and I know niggas might hate me for this,
It's fine.
but I feel like Kanye out-rapped Jay on that album.
Well, Beyonce out-raps Jay, so...
He
No
knows.
no disrespect, Brooklyn.
No, not at all. But I mean, his wife out-raps him.
Yeah, Kanye. Whew. Sean has gotten a little lazy.
Yeah, it's dad raps because, like, I got the keys.
Yep, that was
It was awful.
I was like, wait,
son.
what?
That's the awful.
What?
Like, that's the
Like, all
worst
you gotta-
song
like,
on Khaled's
my
album.
wife Beyonce,
Yeah.
I brag different.
Oh.
He literally went, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
What the fuck is this?
and it's just like,
Jay.
yeah, and I just be
Yo.
like, oh, I don't need that. I
Yo.
don't need any more dad raps from
Jay,
Sean.
Jay-Z, you either need to like really get involved in rap or just give it up.
Yeah, like I just want him to like just have stock in like Energizer
Just-
or like
Apple Music.
or join like the board of directors at like something
Blue
far
School.
or like General Electric. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to do anything more with music.
Listen,
like,
I'm perfectly fine
like,
if
it's
Sean
cool.
Carter comes out and says, I own Con Edison.
yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Like-
like, you know what I mean? Like, that's dope.
MTA
Like,
is mine.
yeah, like, that's great.
Yes.
But I don't need an album.
No.
And something tells me, and I feel it in my shundo, that he's gonna come out with an album soon. Because he's been popping up a lot.
He has.
Because, you know, there'll be moments where, like, he won't do any music or any features for, like, 2 or 3 years. But he's back. Because he didn't do, like, one from, like... Well, he was on God Forgives I Don't. And then it was a long break. And then now he's on I Got the Keys and... I feel like he did something else. It was just kind of like...
What has Jay-Z done recently besides I Got the Keys?
Oh, it was Drunken Love, but that don't count because, you know,
Nah.
his
that
wife
don't
made him
count.
do it. Even though she watched him on Drunken Love.
She did because she was freestyling.
Yeah, she did.
Like that was a freestyle.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't need rap collab albums. I don't even need like
I don't know, bro.
I don't even need like a Wu-Tang album.
Well, none of us need a Wu-Tang album anymore.
yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, I think we're all cool on a Wu-Tang album, outside of that awful white man. But
yeah.
But I don't know. I like I said, the last few experiences of collaboration albums have outside of Colleague Grove, which I don't think about.
But like, what can Drake and Kanye do? Like, I feel like Drake. The only way I would be ever here for this album is if Kanye is just producing. But Kanye doesn't really produce anymore.
So listen, both of them make great music. Both of them.
I bet you they're both gonna sing.
The only way that they can ruin this album
is by doing it.
Is if Kanye went on his 808s Kanye. Because then I can't take too much of that.
That's going to happen.
And then
he's going to croon.
The only way they can ruin it is because they're both so great if they like cancel each other out. But I'm going to be positive about it because they both make great music, and you know I enjoy Drake slander, but I'm not going to hate. He makes great music.
I've been listening to Drake from Nothing Was the Same then on. Like before.
He's grown.
Before that,
He's
I don't
grown
hear
for
that
sure.
shit.
Nah.
Yeah, like.
And again, Drake slander is still fun. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I don't need an album from them. Because then it's gonna be like, then he's gonna have like random shit on it, like they're gonna be like unearth a verse from Pimp C. Because, like, they try to, like, do something so outrageous that no one's ever thought of. They're going to get, like...
no Pimp C hologram out.
They're going to get, like, a Eazy-E verse or something. Or they're trying to, like, get Ice Cube or Busta Rhymes on the track. Like, somebody really random, like Shabba Ranks. You know what I mean? Or, like...
Who's the one Return to the Mac?
Yeah, Mark Morrison.
Mark Morrison.
I bet you that's going to be a sample on one of them.
Ooh, whoa, ooh, whoa, ooh, whoa.
Yeah, it's going to be somebody hella random.
Don't steal it.
Like, I'll Be Sure is going to be on it.
Puffy's baby mama.
Yeah. Oh, Jerry Heller died.
Yeah. You want to reintroduce that?
No.
Okay.
Jerry Heller died. If you don't know who Jerry Heller is, Jerry Heller is the manager responsible for the success of NWA. I don't want to rest in... Just rest. Ice Cube said he don't feel no type of way that man died.
Ooh, that is a feeling that is strong.
I don't know if we've ever talked about NWA, the movie Straight Outta Compton. Maybe we did, but I don't like growing up. Like, I don't remember like the lyrics as a kid and like revisiting them now. I had no idea Ice Cube was that angry.
Oh, Ice Cube was angry.
He still is angry.
But he's fun.
Yeah, like he still is angry. But like I had no idea. So like when he said like I don't feel no kind of way that he died, I was like, oh, that sounds like Ice Cube. Like I don't care.
That sounds like something I would say about somebody I do not care.
Yeah,
about.
He was like, oh, I don't care.
Like I get it. If somebody wronged you, like it's like what you want me to do.
Like you stole my money.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Like hiya, suck my dick. Like I'm not gonna fuck with you one bit.
And I'm not gonna pretend to just because you did know.
Yeah, Eazy-E's birthday was this week.
Yep, it was.
And yeah,
it would have been his birthday.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Hey, I got my drink and my two-step, my drink and my two-step, got my drink and my two-step, my drink and my two-step. It's on, it's on, it's on, and I'm home. Get the Patron and tell them that it's on.
So I know last week you didn't get a full cocktail, but you got a tip. And this week we're gonna play a game. It's called, instead of Chopped, it's called Shaken. So Jade's husband is here, Tristan, and he is also a bartender and cocktail master. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give them random ingredients. And they're going to have to create a cocktail, and I'm going to pick the best one. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. In your mystery basket.
Yeah, in your mystery basket, you have elderflower, apple juice, and fruity pebble dust. And go. And time. Okay. So ladies first. Jade, what do you have?
I have a very light and floral margarita.
Okay.
So I took the fruity pebble dust and mixed it with sugar and put it on a side plate. And in my shaker, I did 2 ounces of Blanco tequila. 1 ounce of apple juice, half an ounce of elderflower, and half an ounce of Cointreau, and a squeeze of orange. You shake that really well to make a very light and citrusy and floral margarita. And then you rim your glass with lime and with the fruity pebble dust and sugar mixture. Pour your margarita into your glass, garnish with a lime and a fresh orange, and that is my cocktail.
Okay.
I forgot an ingredient!
You did. You did. You fucked up. Where's the Twizzlers?
Use your Twizzler as your straw.
No, girl.
Fucked up. You can't get that back.
Yeah, you have one more chance to prove to. I'm gonna do one more cocktail, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
So. First of all, the name of my cocktail will be.
Oh, we have a name. Ooh, boy, in your face.
You're supposed to be unbiased, Judge.
I am unbiased. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay ass nigga.
Whatever.
Go ahead, overachiever.
All right, then. So the name of the cocktail would be a whiskey apple. So, we would pick a whiskey of your choice. Me personally, I prefer Bullet. I would brew the elderflower with cinnamon and nutmeg. I would use fresh apple juice, and I would rim the glass with the fruit pebble dust. And use the Twizzler as a garnish. I got all my ingredients.
I do like that one, and because you omitted an ingredient, Tristan won that one.
Okay.
So you have one more.
You gotta do 3 because you gotta do 2 out of 3.
Okay, fine.
But if I win 2, you won't have to do
right.
3.
Nigga.
Right. Okay. Okay, are you ready for your next challenge?
Yes, I gotta do better.
Okay. You have 4 ingredients. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh.
Espresso sugar, white chocolate, candied rose petals.
What are those?
A candied rose petal. It's just a rose petal that's been sugared.
Okay.
Bacon.
Oh my gosh.
And there's one more ingredient. You ready?
It said 4 ingredients though.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'll take one more.
Okay, fine. I'll give you one.
Interesting.
Okay. I'll give you one more. A donut hole.
A donut hole.
Yep. You have 2 minutes. Go. Okay. So to recap, our ingredients for this cocktail was espresso sugar, white chocolate, candied rose petals, bacon, and a donut hole. So since Tristan, you won the last one, you can start this round.
Okay. So I'm gonna call this one a white rose.
Okay.
And it has amaretto, Kahlua, Appleton rum. The white chocolate is melted and infused in Baileys. Then we fry the bacon. You crush it up into little pieces. With the donut hole, you crush up the donut hole as well with the bacon. You mix it in with the espresso sugar to create a rim for the glass. And then you garnish it with the rose petals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jade of all jades.
My cocktail is similar.
Okay.
Sometimes that happens in Chopped. So I simmered the white chocolate to make a sauce. And then in my shaker, I added 2.5 ounces of vanilla vodka, 1/2 ounce of the white chocolate simple syrup. I forgot to say that I infused one of the rose petals and melted it down in the white chocolate. And even though it makes it very sweet, it kind of made like a white chocolate simple syrup. So I did 2.5 ounces of vanilla vodka, 1/2 ounce of the white chocolate simple syrup, so it's not too sweet. 1/2 ounce of Kahlua, and then shake that. I rim the glass with the crushed donut hole and espresso sugar to counter that coffee flavor with that Kahlua. And shake that, and then strain it into your martini glass that you've rimmed. And then you top it off with whipped cream and crushed bacon to counter that sweet.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to go with Jade on this one. Okay. So for the last challenge, there is only...
You talked all that hot shit, nigga.
Right. There is only one ingredient.
One ingredient?
One secret ingredient.
So you have to be very creative.
Yes.
Just use this one ingredient like you created something.
Yeah, totally one ingredient.
Excellent. Okay.
You ready? Jerk sauce.
What?
Oh.
You have 2 minutes. Go. Champ, Miss I Finish Early. What you got?
I'm making a Bloody Mary of sorts.
I knew that was coming.
But with bourbon.
Okay.
I use 2 ounces of bourbon, half an ounce of jerk sauce,
Ooh,
1.5 ounces of homemade Bloody Mary mix in which I use fire roasted tomatoes,
Okay.
2 shakes of salt, 2 shakes of pepper, 1 drop of pepper sauce, the juice of half of a lemon. I shake that really well and pour into my glass with fresh ice and garnish it with a skewered jerk chicken chunk and pineapple. That's a play on pineapple salsa and jerk chicken.
Okay, I'm very impressed. Okay, Tristan.
So
What you got?
I'm gonna call this one the sauce.
Okay.
And it's a mango margarita.
Uh-huh.
That has a drop of 2 drops of jerk sauce in it.
Uh-huh.
It has tequila, triple sec, fresh lemon juice, fresh lime juice, fresh mango juice.
Uh-huh.
And the 2 drops of jerk sauce.
Sounds really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who drinks Bloody Marys anyway?
Yeah.
First of all, I said it was with bourbon. Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
Bloody Marys.
Personally, I would drink the margarita. So I'm going to say Tristan won the shaken.
What's that shit Snoop Dogg said? Oh, baby, you just be doing too much. Oh, you just be doing too much.
I will say that was
Button up your shirt.
it was
Button up
very
your shirt.
creative, Jade. I will say that it was very creative. But this is a black show, and none of us drink Bloody Marys. That's the end of the show.
Wait,
What?
we have to end it with Beyonce's party.
Oh, yeah.
With the Soul Train realness.
Yeah, that happened.
She gave me Cage Dancer with this one leg.
Yeah.
Michelle Williams danced like Mary J. Blige.
I mean, she was there.
She was there.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar was there in his full 70s glory with his fiance.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah, I was happy to see it. It looked like Blow the redo.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. So.
Happy birthday, Yonsei.
Yay.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Oh, and the next time we record.
Oh, yes! Happy birthday, Jade.
Thanks.
Jade's birthday is on Sunday. So, everybody wish Jade a wonderful, happy birthday. And also, good wishes and keep your fingers crossed and good prayers and thoughts to our friend Kia, who is defending her dissertation on Monday.
And I'll be there.
Yes, so all good things happening this weekend. So, all sauce.
I can't believe my birthday's coming.
I know. Are you excited? What are you going to do?
Nothing, but I'm just going to watch Kia for her dissertation, defend her dissertation.
Yeah.
It's just like
now you're like legit and like you're a mother.
Yeah, and a wife.
And a wife.
Like in my 30s.
Yeah.
Like not 30, but like
in your 30s.
Going into my 30s. And I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna be me.
You.
Yeah, you're not gonna be me
no
about
shade
it.
to you. I'm not hammering 30 into anybody's head because honestly, 30 was not any huge turnaround for me. To be perfectly real with y'all, like it wasn't any like grandiose like change of the wind. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh well, nigga, I'm 30.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much the long and short of it. So. But now my birthday's coming and I'll be 31. Like I'm not old, but
no, not at all.
I'm just like, oh, 31.
Yeah.
like I never thought I would be 31.
Yeah. It's an odd age to be.
Yeah, it is.
Like 22. That's an odd age to be.
22 is a weird age.
Yeah.
That's just a weird time in your life.
But like 31 is just like, how old are you? I'm 31. Like what?
Oh, holla at me when you're 33.
Yeah. Yeah. But very, very happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to sing, Let Me Get a Mick Pick Too.
Let me tell you something. Don't send that to my phone no more. This nigga gonna send me a voice note singing Mick Pick 2. I was riding in the car and I just got this notification and I was like, what he want? Open the text message. Let me get a Mick 2. You're so aggravated.
That shit is so funny, and I love the fact that you hate it because that is my jam. Let me get a Mick Pick 2.
I send him because in our friends we send gifts.
Yeah.
So I send him a Nas like.
Oh my gosh, there's nothing more than I love than cooning ass McDonald's commercials
And trolling me.
Yeah. Anyway, happy birthday, Jade. Bye, guys.
Thanks, bye.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Right now, switch your family to T-Mobile and get 4 lines for $25 a line with AutoPay and 5G access included on America's largest 5G network. So don't wait. Get unlimited and nationwide 5G access for the whole family for just $25 a line. Visit a T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com today.
Plus taxes and fees. Customers may notice lower speeds and further reduction if using over 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video at 480p. Unlimited while on our network. Qualifying credit and 4+ lines required. Capable device required for 5G. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain features. See T-Mobile.com.